to Monday Quilt Chat. I'm not sure if you're seeing this on Monday. It could be Tuesday, it could be Wednesday. Slight possibility it's Monday late. Slight possibility. So if you are on the Facebook group, you saw that I put a message out that I was going to be late with this video. And, well, we had a little family emergency, I guess you could call it. Actually, it's kind of a major one, but myself and Mark, we are fine. Nothing major going on with us. It's my mother-in-law is getting in poor health, and she needs extra care. So, had a little fall and an ambulance ride, hospital visit. They didn't keep her, but a lot to figure out as far as what to do with her on an ongoing basis. She's been living in her house alone for many years now, and that is, of course, her desire is to stay in her own home, but things are getting a little sketchy with that. So that doesn't really affect my making videos, but it does affect my videos getting edited and published out there for you to see. So there might be a little wonkiness going on with the video schedule. I usually post videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, as many of you know, and you're just gonna have to get them when you get them. So be patient with me until we can get things figured out. Hopefully soon things will be a little more stable. So, what's going on this week with me as far as sewing and quilting? Well, I've got my calendar out, and I'm looking at this week, and I'm starting to write some things down. Of course, you guys know that I've been trying to get deeper into getting the duster done, and that's my number one project right now. So I'm going to heavily incorporate that into my schedule, although I do feel like I will need to work on some other things as well. But now that I've got all the little pieces off of my cutting table, I think I can juggle a couple of things at a time. And now that the Nantucket Summer block of the month is over, and you've seen that quilt top done as of last Friday's video. Haven't seen that, you can see that over there. I won't have that one ongoing to do, and so I just have two blocks of the month to do right now, other than the Soya subscription box, which has one small block in it each month. And we don't have June's yet. It should be showing up here pretty soon, so I can fit that in very easily. So this week I'm going to concentrate heavily on the duster, but I'm also going to work on the Barnstar sampler and the Happy Days. And here's the Barnstar sampler. You guys know there are pairs or triples of blocks that are done with each month, and I believe I am on the Friendship Star block 7. I'm either on block 6 or I'm on block 7. I didn't pull them out to see. They were kind of buried under some quilts over there, and I didn't want to pull them out and try to figure that out. So I'm somewhere on block 6 and 7, and each one of those, cutting for one block, 2, you make 2 blocks. This is June, so I'm sure I'm on block 6. It's called the Moroccan Star, this one right here. I don't think I've done that one yet, so I got to do 2 of those. The ideal thing would be for that to get done before the end of the month. Well, today's the 26th that I'm talking to you right now, so I need to get busy and get those done because I don't want to get behind. And then the other one is the Happy Days, And this is from Stitch in Heaven. And I need to make some applique pieces on some blocks. These ones, I've showed them to you before. I still need to do that before the end of the month. Their monthly package is on its way, so I should have it in a day or so. So I don't want to get too far behind with this. So I am going to fit those two things in with the duster. Let me show you what I've got done. You saw me make all those strips of this Tula fabric that I'm using for the duster, and now I've cut those into the squares, and now we're starting to put the squares together into long pieces of quilted fabric. Not quilted, but patchwork. So I have to make 4 of these, and you see how they're offset. So I have to make 4 pieces of these and join them end to end, and that makes my fabric for the duster. So not hard, just, you know, it takes time to do that. It just does. So I am about to turn the page on the instructions. This first giant page, I am down here. And once I get the other 3 panels done that look like this, I'll be able to turn the page, and that's where I put the pattern pieces for the duster down onto that fabric and cut those pieces out and construct it. And this part is not a whole lot of work, really. So there will be a lining, so everything's done double. But the general instructions of how to put this together is not difficult. Not difficult at all. So I'm just going to stay with it and get some done on that one every day at least until it's done. So that is a big item on my planner here this week, is to get something done on the duster every single day, and then put those Barn Star Sampler and Happy Days pieces in there too. That's all. I'm not starting any new projects until I get the duster done, so I can only work on things that I have in progress. There's a couple things over there that I could do not related to these blocks of the month. Like I could quilt up the library quilt and bind it if I take a notion to do that. I also need to prepare some quilt tops for quilting for my new long armor. She was supposed to come and meet me on Monday, but I canceled that with everything going on, so it might be another few days or so, a week, before I get back to her on that. But either way, I do need to secure the quilt tops that she's going to take around the edges and clean up the backs of them, iron everything, and make it presentable for her to be able to put it on the long arm. So that's some things I need to just kind of wedge into my schedule as well. Nothing hard, just needs to be done. So that's what's going on. Here is the quilt for this week. It's called Eye Candy. It says it's 82 inches by 82 inches, a big square. Colleen Carlson of Grand Forks, North Dakota. The most fun part of making these 6-inch blocks inspired by Tula Pink's City Sampler was Colleen's auditioning of fabrics from her stash to achieve the color gradation she envisioned. The donut layout without any sashing gave a new vision to the blending of primary and secondary colors. The quilt was custom machine quilted using over 30 different colors of thread in a radiating design by Chelsea Detert of Minot, North Dakota. Minot or Minot, I don't know. Colleen pieced the binding to color match sections of the quilt. Well, yes, she did. How about that? Watch for this quilt in upcoming shows, it says. This center, look at that center. And see how that radiates from behind the colored areas out to the edges. And then her binding, it's a very thin binding, but if you can really see the colors there, it's different colors all the way around depending on where those colors are in the quilt. So here is some of the up close quilting on it. There's a lot of detail there on that quilting. Tiny stuff. So yeah, that's eye candy. And yes, it is eye candy. It's very pretty. Very Tula-like. So she had some Tula fabrics and some of her own fabrics that she used for that. And it's a big quilt. Wow. It has been storming here last night, Sunday night. A lot of storms came through. We had a couple of large branches come down out of a tree. Probably ruined the tree. It kind of took half of the tree off, and then the rest of it is it's still, you know, stuck to the ground, but it's very low to the ground. So I think the whole thing's probably going to have to come down. And there was some tornado action nearby, I think, too, but we didn't have any damage from that. And hail, there was hail in different places, very large hail. And then, I don't know if you could tell in the window when I started the video, it was raining pretty good, but now the sun is out. But today, Monday, was an absolutely gorgeous, breezy, sunny day. A little bit hot, but it was very, very breezy. So I would say out there right now it's pretty steamy. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Very steamy. So I think that might be all that I have for you today. And look for a video later in the week. This week has really been turned upside down. We were supposed to go on an important trip over the weekend. Starting Wednesday, we were going to travel, go to a convention, and then come back on Monday. So that has been canceled, and I can't really predict how things are going to go on the channel this week, but I'll do the best that I can. And if you have any questions about my whereabouts and you have Facebook, you can go to the Facebook group. It's just called Lessons Learned, just like the channel, and join that group, and you can see what's going on over there. And I'm loving seeing all of your all's postings over there as well. And so there's some areas where you can look for inspiration as well as here on the channel. And keep sending in your Friday makes, because your finishes, because we will continue to have those every week as well on Friday. And I think that's about all I wanted to cover with you today. So have a great week and stay busy in your sewing area. And I will see you here again very soon. Bye.